giving mad and blues. And if you choose to run up on me, you gon' get laid out so fast, cause I can get you with the run or I can hit you with the pass.
And, Coach, we come at you from the shores of Lake Erie. EA Sports has the coverage of the NFL from First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. The folks here in Cleveland, even though all the down years, have never stopped supporting their hometown guys, and we got evidence of that a moment ago as the Browns made their entrance. They are ready to do battle with the Baltimore Ravens. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Ready. 50 seconds, come on. I'm coming up for you.
They go to the former Saint, Mark Ingram. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. On 2nd and 9, Jackson. And an alley to run. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Well, everyone in this stadium knows Jackson can do that as well as any QB in the league. They talked about limiting some of his running this year, especially the design runs, but he's still going to scramble when he feels he has green in front of him. He led all quarterbacks last year, 695 yards rushing, and keep in mind 80% of those came in the 7-game stretch when he was named starter late in the season. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain could look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
Jackson options out left. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. And that gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs.
I don't want to sound old or anything here, partner, but I remember the days in this situation where you just put the ball in the hands of a running back. Now, it could be anyone carrying the football to try and pick up a first down or a touchdown.
And he's going to let it go deep. And this is caught at the 20. 36 yards on the play.
Well, things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan today, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
Jackson options out left, and he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, Ingram. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10. The impressive opening drive continues and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
They'll run here with Ingram. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. And the ball situated at the 9. 2nd and goal. And now Jackson will look to throw it. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. They'll try and run. Ingram. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down. Jackson now sliding out of the pocket. And that is going to be incomplete. Denzel Ward, Pro Bowler as a rookie, there to bat that one away. Well, trying to be bold on the opening drive of the game, but that effort It proves futile.
How many times have we talked with coaches where they've talked about taking the emotion out of their decision-making? I think that opening drive, if he didn't have it in his head to go for it before, I think that keyed into it. They were doing so well, and he decided to really establish something there. They didn't get it. Now they've got to make sure that they don't lose their focus.
Throwing, Mayfield. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line.
Didn't have the greatest field position to start, did they? And now, after this sack, it's way, way worse.
And right off the bat, first play of the game. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. And nothing but daylight ahead. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Kareem Hunt, 96 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. So their backs were against the wall, deep back in their own territory, and they run it all the way down into the end zone.
That takes a lot of coordination for an offensive team, doesn't it? Because, let's face it, it's really not a surprise that they're going to run the ball in that situation. Backed up that close to their own end zone, you usually do call running plays, trying to be safe. Instead, it turns into an electrical run, a bolt for your team, and off he goes to the races.
Let's go!
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jackson buying time to his left. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but if the other team doesn't get it, that's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
There's Jackson on 3rd and long, escaping the pressure right. And I think the ball's out. And this is picked up by the Browns.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So, should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you've got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. From the 38, Mayfield. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And this time not quite to the 30. He'll be down at the 31-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Now McPhee on the tackle. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 21-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. On to the second from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 1 coming up. on second and a yard. Mayfield, throw left side, complete. That's Hunt. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Mayfield on first down. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation.
Looking for Strong, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Ball on the 30 as they come up, 2nd and 10. Running right, this is Ingram. 2nd down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now. And that's knocked away and incomplete. T.J. Carey right there in coverage.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here. They go with the option on 4th down, left side. Going absolutely nowhere. He'll wind up losing a yard or 2. Now the gadget play here on 4th down winds up backfiring. And this Browns defense stands tall. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass. I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away.
Come on, man, let's go.
At their own 20-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot.
Let's go now, let's go now, let's go now. 10 Tucson. 53. Gotcha.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And the trick play doesn't work. Good reaction there defensively. And it'll be 4th down. Normally, I'd say this will lead to a punt attempt, but this offense already... Now they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. The tackle made by Eric Murray. It's such a risky play there to fake it. You're either the hero or the GOAT. Here they're going to be the GOAT.
Unfortunate, too, because you know they thought they had something there. They don't call it just to call it. They don't just say, oh, what the heck, let's go ahead and fake it here. They feel like they've got something on. They got the defense in the right spot. Just unsuccessful in that opportunity.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
Play fake. Mayfield. This will be caught inside the 10. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. 22 yards there, a first down. From the gun, Mayfield toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
The lone man in the backfield here is Chubb on 2nd and goal. Mayfield. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Jalen Strong, his first touchdown on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And it's now 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Brought in left side by Snead. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. On 3rd down, Mark Ingram. And to the 46 he goes and no further, so he is well short of the first down marker. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
So on 4th down, the Ravens will call on Sam Cook to punt it away. Back deep, Jarvis Landry. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
It's a pickup of 3.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. To throw, Mayfield. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
Now Mayfield. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick on Wassor. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men.
Partner, when I was in college, we used to have these things called game maxims that we did before every game. One of them said, press the kicking game, for here's where the breaks are made. It's the area of hidden yardage. How about that return? Flipping the field, taking it past the 50, and getting things set up to start the series.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Mayfield now from the 50. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Brings up 3rd and 9.
Set, 180. Let's go, D.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. He's going to look deep now for Landry. And this is caught inside the 5. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jarvis Landry, as the first half is winding down. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And it's now 21-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to...
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. To try again after the sack, Jackson, and he's got room. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
Check, 180. 48, right now, let's go. Here we go, D. Run.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. He's going to go up top for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This from 44 yards out, left hash. Seibert's kick is good. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. Well, this is picked up by the Browns. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
From just shy of midfield, Mayfield. He goes full extension, and he's got it. That one good for 26 and a first down.
There's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk. Here's Mayfield. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Odell Beckham, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the forced fumble defensively leads to 6 points for the Browns. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead is now 24. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt they were in striking distance. And to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here?
Well, that's pretty symptomatic about how things have gone here. That play was just shut down right from the start.
And not going to give them a lot of confidence to help turn things around. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now, 3rd and long. Going for the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Willie Snead, 82 yards. And the Ravens get a bit closer. John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the 2-point conversion. From the gun, Jackson. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Mayfield looks to throw. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Defensively, that's Earl Thomas, the all-pro safety, knocking it free.
Well, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away, turned into a nice play.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Mayfield now. And he's got his man. That's Landry. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Jarvis Landry, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Here's Seibert now to extend the lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Jackson under a heavy rush, and down he goes. In for the sack, Myles Garrett. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. And this Browns defense coming to life. They get him behind the line for a 2nd straight play. It'll be a loss of a yard, and they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. On the corner blitz that time, the sack goes to Denzel Ward.
Hey, man, watch the boot. Minus 57.
Here we go on 4th down with Jackson. He uncorks it for Snead. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Morgan Burnett, and they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. On 4th down, that turned out like a punt. Maybe he was better defensively there just to knock it down.
And you know they go over those situations. All right, 4th down, where's the ball? Where would we get the ball? But instinct takes over, and when it's in the air, they just go and get it. So it's hard to get on it for intercepting it, but the smart play would have been what you suggested. Knock it down and take over in a deeper position.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Matt Judon in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. Mayfield and this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's Britton Colquitt now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. A good kick, 48 yards, 4 on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Hey, pick your game up.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. And we're back now here in Cleveland. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
Stop your whining.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson rolling to his right. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Side, that's caught by Moore. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. 4th down, here's Jackson. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Now, no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Now it's Jackson. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. Well, let's see now, Charles. That's 7 turnovers between last week and this week. 3 here in this game, 4 in last week's game.
You know I do my research, right? And I go all the way back to the best coaches that have ever been in this game. And all of them started with ball security in some form or another, understanding that taking care of the ball was the key to winning games. They can't believe what they're seeing right now because they spend all this time on it with the fundamentals, taking care of it, tucking it away, and they're not doing it.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Chris Moore was the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
He'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Greedy Williams, the rookie from LSU.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. Marlon Humphrey with the tackle defensively.
Hey, look for you. Regular.
At the 19-yard line.
Hurry. Let's put them on the buses.
Hey, 5-7.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Mayfield. That's out to Chubb, complete. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
That's good for a Browns first down.
Mayfield now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Mayfield to throw it. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. 25 yards that time.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
It's a gain of 5, and it'll make it 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Let him know.
A toss play to Chubb, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. He'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. Here's Britton Colquitt now as he's on to punt for Cleveland. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in more.
Now a first down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. A loss of 2. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over.
And he is not going to get away. The rush was too strong, and this is going to wind up a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's a big one? And he's going to be intercepted a third time. He's picked off at his own 47. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here.
Well, this was a pass all the way, but he just kept buying time, didn't he? It was kind of like, wait. Oh, it's open. Time to hot-foot it and go. And, boy, was he successful.
Yeah, didn't go to the outside toward the pylon, just straight ahead, middle third of the field.
Shortest distance between 2 points. Straight line.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And barring mistakes, they should be able to kneel this one out and finish it off. And there's only 1 timeout remaining on the defensive side of the ball, so that doesn't really come into play either. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. The Browns on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Mayfield, he finds Beckham, complete. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. Quick slant there gets him the first down, 6 yards on the play. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. No room to be had there on the first down run as he's lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. So instead of running, Mayfield's going to throw it here. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. The Browns on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing, Mayfield. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Mayfield. And he'll head out of bounds is inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. Jarvis Landry, the intended receiver. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Mayfield with it once more. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Jalen Strong, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd and goal. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? To throw, Mayfield. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Intended for Jalen Strong. Incomplete. Brings up 4th down and goal.
And they're going to go for this thing. They're not going to leave anything to chance. They're going to roll the dice on 4th and goal. Back to throw here. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. So bad mistake there by the kickers. The ball goes out of bounds. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. A big offensive